Stepping in the spot like she own it. Looking like the world is your runway. She can set it off like a gunplay. Oh my, yeah. Talk of the city with that body. Always getting praised like it's Sunday. She said, baby, what you gonna do about it?
Welcome to the Tribe of Foolery. My name is Amanda.
I'm Tommy Tom.
I'm Shakira.
And I'm Candy.
And we are back with another episode. Look at God. Wow. You didn't have to mouth that. They saw that on the camera. They did. They saw you kiss them. Mm-hmm. They did. So if it looked like it's been a minute since y'all seen me, it has been. Because, you know, I miss y'all. I know I had been under a whole rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, baby.
I know.
Hidden.
But I miss y'all.
Protected under the cloak of somebody.
Ooh.
Did you? I don't know. I mean, we stayed 3 minutes from each other.
I didn't feel missed.
Yeah, did you feel missed? Rocky. Oh, hey, I ain't even get to see Rocky.
You keeping her child away from her now. You holding custody? That's crazy.
What had happened was I've been busy and my job has me busy.
I can see Rocky without you.
You really can. It's not like you can't walk into my house right now. Like it's not like you don't know the codes. It's not like you can't walk into my house. But
you got alarms and stuff. I can't just.
You know the codes to that too.
Mm-mm. Oh Lord, is that what we talking about?
You might, but no. Okay,
here we go.
It's all the same, actually. Anywho, because I be forgetting ADHD is real.
We're responsible, so that's good. I mean, they may be crazy, but at least
we're the responsible.
That's why I'm sitting in the middle, because
you have to separate the problem. But you know,
the children have to be separated.
So speaking of problematic,
don't look at me like you don't know.
Ooh, okay.
I'm not a problem.
So, speaking of problematic, even if you might not be problematic, today I want to talk about a really problematic situation.
Okay.
So I was scrolling on the Tik of Toks, and this lady came across my TikTok, and it just made me stop and read her story. And she was talking about her husband, her finding out that her husband of, I want to say over 20 years, Shakira, or something like that. They've been married a long time, was cheating on her. And the way she found out, I was just like, oh my God, I got to talk to the tribe about this because this is crazy. So it's this lady named Gail Lewis. And basically she called the airline to see when her husband's flight was coming in. As she's talking to the attendant, no, she was going to have dinner prepared for him. She was like, she was going to cater to him. She was going to try all that. But what happened was, the attendant, the person on the phone, told her, yeah, him and such and such lady, his female companion, already got in. And she was like, female companion? I don't care about her. Just let me know what time he's coming in. And the gate attendant again said, him and her are coming in at XYZ time. So she didn't think nothing about it. She was like, you know what? Okay, whatever. It is what it is. I'm not gonna worry about it. I couldn't have done that, but that's a whole nother, because Candy's face is like, bruh. Oh, the rabbit hole gets deeper though, sis. So he gets home and she's just like, oh, hey babe, how you doing? How was your day? And how was your flight? And he was like, oh, it's great, wonderful. And she was like, she brought up the lady's name that the flight attendant mentioned. And he was like, I don't know who that is. And she was like, oh, okay, well, I just thought it was weird that they would bring that up. And he was like, yeah. So he goes to bed. And then that night, she's like, I can't sleep. So,
because Medea has said it,
baby.
She said when it be eating at you, it'll wake you up out your damn sleep,
baby. So then here's the kicker. So the Lord is talking to her like, you need to go ahead and check that American Express bill, because she's a housewife. She's not working. She has her own money, and she has an American Express that he's using, because he's using it. She don't worry about it. He pays the bill. Something told her, go check that American Express bill. Come to find out, on the American Express, this same woman that the gate agent mentioned is all up and through her credit card bill. When she goes to confront him the next day, he's like, I don't know who that is. Why you keep bringing up this name? And he basically denies it the entire time until she's just like, bruh, I know the truth already. Tell me the truth. And he's like, well, yeah, I've been dating this woman for 10 years plus, how many? That's probably wrong. The time is probably, but it was a long ass time. And
Friend
Y'all,
is triggered.
in studio, friend is triggered. Wait. That's not even the best part. So, as this woman, she's confronting her husband, she's losing, she's blaming herself, like, oh, it's me and all this other shit. And her friends are like, oh, no, girl, it's not you and all that. No, you need to leave him and all this shit. She then goes to be like, hey, let's just get away. Let's sell the house. Let's go to counseling. Let's try to work it out. He said, and then he's like, oh, okay, well, no, okay, if that's what you want to do, cool, we'll do it. And she was like, well, does that mean that you're going to stop seeing no girl? And he was like, absolutely not. And she was like, well, so you want a divorce? He was like, no, I want to stay married because I'm not about to fuck up my money. And go. So there we have it. That.
She have to get up and walk out. Candy will need to recompose herself.
She said, I don't know what to do. Sit down, stand up. I don't know.
Is this going to cause an argument today? So what would you do if you found out?
So he's still alive?
He's still living, baby. She busted him while they were at dinner with the girl. And so there's video.
They were at dinner with the girl.
There's a video of the husband and the new girl at dinner, just looking unbothered as fuck.
And she walked into that dinner.
And they still didn't care? And they both living.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do
Take a sip of water. Take a sip.
I'm trying to figure out. Some things ain't matching up for me right now.
Wait. There was another part where she's like hysterically crying and all of these things.
Oh, and she strokes out.
Her friends take her out. And she's like, it's so bad that when they're saying the prayer for over their lunch or whatever, she's bawling head on the thing. And she was like, I looked the girl up. She went social media stalking as most women do. And she was like, at least she doesn't have any pictures of them together on her Instagram. And her friends was like, baby girl, yes, this is a
baby girl.
It's a picture out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it was so unbelievable.
Them people is together.
Together. On her dime. That's the shit that was killing it.
Wait,
that trip to Paris.
It was, he said
he not fucking up his babe.
Her car?
On her car. On her AMX.
Babe.
On top of
that, fraud.
Okay?
Big fraud.
Look at your friend.
Yes. Friend, what question do you have? Because I'm
trying to get it together.
She got a lot of cars.
I told you I was going to choose violence today.
She put him on the car, so she can't say that all these were false.
And she
that bitch ain't on the fucking car, and that hoe would have got dragged out that fucking
Wait.
First off,
hold up.
He wouldn't be living. Cuba, here we come. Because both of them bitches would have been in the motherfucking body bag playing with me. You unbothered, I'm unbothered too. 6 feet under. Sorry. The fuck? You got me fucked up.
Talking about Phoenix was mean this morning.
I think
that's a different level of fucking disrespect. Like you not only
your dime, baby, we about to fuck
you
up
doing it on my dime, then baby. You over here like being real unbothered by it, and then you talking about if that's what you want to do and you ain't messing up, bitch.
The thing that threw me is that she said
remember she stroked that she was having when he told her the day he told her her head was like hurting, so she went to the hospital and she was like my head just hurts really bad. I know something isn't right, so I'm gonna go to the hospital. And he was like, oh, okay. But then he was like, well, I'll drive you. And she was like, no. Then come to like my thing was, and when she came back, he was on the couch eating Cheetos, chilling.
I'd have very much.
I'm like, wait a minute, bitch, we married.
The white woman from the other woman.
My eyes
started feeding him estrogen.
Girl,
we both gonna have a real rough time. If I'm having a rough time, you gonna have a rough time. I'm about to start feeding you smoothies in the morning. I make sure your flights are real nice.
I told you I was gonna cause an argument today. I knew I was.
I think
that's crazy.
The thing that kind of blew me just a little bit is that even after all of that, I think there was one part that might have been twisted though. She said that she told him, let's stop, let's move, let's sell everything. And at that point he was like, I'm not moving. And I'm not going to stop seeing this woman. and I don't want a divorce because I don't want to fuck up my money. And she said those were his words.
That's beautiful.
Verbatim.
Get your ducks in a row, mama. Clearly you're single anyway.
To fuck up my money.
Get your ducks in a row.
Look. That's
I'm about to fuck your money all the way up.
When they start to, I'm sorry, I hit the mic. When they start to like separate and stuff, he's like, I'm going to leave so that you can figure out what you want to do.
Right.
Sounds good.
Is what he told her.
Get the fuck out. Go
and get off my goddamn American Express.
Oh, baby, you getting off the same day? I'm going to go ahead and start this divorce filing. After I pull all of this shit from the internet, my credit card, etc., babe, this lawyer is about to get it together. Me and this lawyer about to come up on you. Your money is fucked up because you are disrespectful. You don't give a fuck.
Because I'm like, he said, I'm going to give you the time you need to figure it out. But even after all of that, she still said, I had to have a conversation with God to show me a sign. Baby, all of that is
it was a sign.
All that whole
because they know it. Sorry, I sent you a boat. I sent you a blah blah blah. Bruh. You wanted me to stay there. I'm fine.
Ain't no way.
And that's the
I
thing.
feel like God told you bring down the wrath because that's what the fuck he does, isn't it? Shit. Well, I presented this. I gave you the fucking warning. You continue with the bullshit. Bring down my fucking wrath. Like,
I just told Shakira when she asked him the first time in the story that she was telling, hey, who's this person? And he said, I don't know. I was like, Shakira, I just seen myself hit him in the mouth. Like, why are you lying? Like, why would I just randomly bring up some woman's name?
Thank you.
Like, I don't understand. Why would I do that?
That I don't
must know. You might as well just come clean now. That's crazy to me. I don't understand.
And it's like, why are you perpetuating the lie? Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, my thing is, if you gonna cheat,
on your own dime?
Tell me.
Why y'all can't cheat? Why can't you
on
cheat
your dime?
He's not hiding it. And
no,
I think that's one of the things is like women become so comfortable to where they not even looking at their own shit. I'm looking at my own credit card. If it's my name on there, and you just it's a authorized user.
That is bold for you to say, "Oh no, put me and her on this,"
and the credit card
is not your card. That is crazy to me.
He
trips to Paris.
She quiet the whole.
Why she at home?
Why she at home? Because he said that she couldn't travel with him.
You wouldn't fucking live. I am sorry. No, ain't no way. Fuck divorcing this bitch. Life insurance like a motherfucker, and I'm going my ass to goddamn Cuba.
Not life insurance.
Shit.
If other people don't know, Cuba has no extradition.
Facts, and there's other places too. Look them up.
Shout out to Hasada. But I mean, okay, now
I feel like that's rights for temporary insanity. I don't care if the temporary insanity was a thing. Like that's fucking rights because you lost your motherfucking mind. Because clearly you lost your mind, and I'm about to show you I lost mine.
She almost had a stroke. She could probably claim a little bit of.
She could.
Listen,
I would have been holding this arm, look, and shooting the gun.
One just slumped on the side. Okay, Medea, baby, I just couldn't.
Well, goodbye, baby. That's what Medea said.
And I mean, but when you think about like, okay, like I've been cheated on, right? And we all have. We've all like, they're like looking back. It's always a sign, right? Like there's always something that you might have like
blew off,
or you're just like, it's not what it is, but you know it.
It's right here.
And it's like, I wonder if that was a thing for her.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, cause you was that comfortable, and he was doing this all this time. There wasn't.
I'm sorry. With his response being the way that it was, this is something that he's showing you really very clear.
No fact
that he ain't been involved. He
detached a long time ago.
Like, regardless to like another person being involved, he showed you he ain't gonna fuck about you a long time ago. Long time ago, and you should talk about your sleep a long time ago and fucking kill this hoe.
When I knew I needed the divorce is when he really showed me that he just did not care by saying, when I told him let's move, and he said, oh, I'm not moving. I'm not going to stop seeing this woman. But come to find out, he had been cheating with multiple women. It wasn't just the lady. Being
steady with that one.
With that one. So he had a.
But then that's the other disrespect. Nigga, you might be bringing me diseases because I don't know what these other bitches got. I know what I'm cool,
and you ain't giving me that.
And you're not even giving me the option.
I feel about my coochie being on point. You come fuck up this goddamn coochie, we gonna have a problem.
And that's the shit. I'm like, it's kind of like that movie you were talking about. Like, is this bitch international? Like, you international? Are you fucking these chicks international too? Like,
Talking about acrimony? What movie?
no, the white movie with
the other woman.
the other woman.
The other woman.
I'm still you taking this bitch to the city of love. And I ain't
I'm at home.
Oh my
They
fucking
probably
home
put
on
a
my
lock
car.
on the lock bridge. Y'all know that Parisian lock
to
bridge?
secure their love, and they
Yeah,
and
so
she gonna
cute.
voodoo the shit out that
So
motherfucker.
cute.
Go ahead.
Someone said that in the comments. They was like, "And where's the root woman? ASAP. Where is she?"
And she need to go to New
Oh,
Orleans.
y'all, stop it.
Go to the dark side of bourbon.
She
Y'all
no,
go to the
almost
dark side
the
of
people was
bourbon.
like, and a root would have been placed on her immediately, and I was
That's
like,
crazy.
"Damn, y'all are invoking."
I was watching this story
But
where
she
this girl
said
was
the
saying her.
woman knew about her.
Of course she did. She was on her fucking
The whole-
credit.
right.
Make it make.
I was like,
How would she not know?
She probably just assumed this is his card. It sounded like he had his own card.
Yeah, when you're an authorized user,
Yeah,
they put
sound
your
like
name
he had
on
his
the
own
card.
card.
But
Like, oh, he covering.
Fuck
But
that,
this
fuck
bitch is
that.
out
I
there
don't
for
give a
that
fuck.
long.
For that long, ain't no way. Just like in the back of her head, she was. I know she was feeling some shit. I know that other woman knew damn well.
Yeah.
Well, that's
That
my
he was
question.
on
Like,
some
how much
bullshit.
time are you even spending at home? Like,
Right,
he could have been spending no
he was
time
saying
at home.
he was a speaker. He would
all.
like go and do these speaking engagements and
Oh,
whatnot.
And that's nothing to get me. Why y'all not going? Because my thing is, I'm gonna support my
Did they
man.
have
Like
kids?
I'm coming.
I didn't hear her.
I don't know if they had-
I was wondering too.
No, they did, because I think she said she was screaming and yelling, and then they had to tell the kids go back upstairs. So I think they do have kids too. And I'm just like,
But still, if it's on a weekend, we can bring the kids too.
because me, I'm the
if
type of
y'all
bitch
got
that'll pop
babysitter,
up.
And we can be a
if
babysitter
y'all
first
got
of all.
money, babysitter.
Because you still have to have your own relationship outside the kids, because a lot of people forget that.
That part.
So, like, you can definitely get a babysitter. Like, let's go. Like, you going to speak? Okay, I'm coming. I'm going to come with you. I'm not going to always not show up.
And sometimes I might want to pop up to surprise you and give you surprise pussy. Like,
I would have popped
Legit.
up. I would have popped up.
Legit.
international, clink, clink. Like, I know you fucking
He
lying.
ain't even there. Ain't even got no speaking engagement. He just out getting
Bruh.
fucking
Pussy.
Woo!
I'm going to tear that bitch down. I am sorry.
It's the
Hypothetically. Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, don't fucking play with me.
very realistically.
Very,
'cause
very
that's
realistically, don't play with me.
crazy.
Like you,
But that's the kind of
that's
shit that make a bitch end up on
in this
Snap.
moment.
That is
Okay.
Snap. That's
That's
grounds for
literally
Snap.
the same
Like,
shit
no,
that-
fuck
that
That's
people-
grounds for you playing with my fucking sanity.
True.
Because there's so many factors to that. Like, I don't know if this woman is crazy. What if she be on some shit, obsessed shit, and then you now you gotta
got me
deal
out
with
here
this
living
shit.
my fucking married life, and this bitch is out here trying to murder me. And I'm wondering why every time I come out in the morning, my tires flat. What's going on?
Bruh.
3 tires flat because I can't claim that shit on insurance.
Insurance. Now, the fact that people know this, and we've been announcing that for like a long time, they need to go ahead and fix this shit.
No, legit.
Like, there's no
Do
reason.
something about this,
Because there's no reason this should be a loophole still.
Facts.
except for when it's useful.
Yes. Yes.
I would like to reroute this and say,
Kill that
I'm
hoe.
so sorry to this woman.
I
that
am
she had to go
sorry.
through
And she
this.
didn't already,
Yeah.
she needs
No,
some stress.
legit.
Y'all, this gonna sound really mean. The Lord was trying to stop me. But baby, you had to be Delulu.
Yeah.
Something told you something
Yeah.
in that moment. But she also said that when they first got together, she gave him, like, told him about cheating, like, come to me, let me know, and all of that stuff. Men,
they know. Some of them know.
Some men will come to you and tell you.
There you go.
But he did not give a fuck
and
about
obviously,
her.
because he said your card's better than my card. Let's use your money.
Look, you have the black AMX black platinum
I can do
heavy
everything
metal.
I want to do on
Clink,
this
clink.
card.
Wait, but she not working, right?
No, but she has her own money. She has her own like
money. And
investments in money.
He pays off the card. So
Right.
I mean, yeah, you using it under my name, boy. My credit.
But again, like, even there's a part of me that still got to check that, because it's like, because I don't
It's
know.
still under my name.
Right. Like, I got to
Under
know.
my name. Like, but so I'm trying to put myself in a situation where I've been with someone for years, right? And I have
I've been in the situation.
I trust him wholeheartedly and completely, and he hasn't outwardly shown me, or I have outwardly ignored the things, the small things. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know, like just kind of brush over them.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put myself in that place. But being the person that I am, I pick up on a lot of shit all the time.
And I'm going to ask questions.
So, yeah, I'm going to ask questions
until it makes sense to me.
Right. And then, Tyler Perry, my dear, I'm going to come back months later and ask the same question.
Make sure you giving me the same goddamn answer.
Make sure
Absolutely.
you're telling me the same thing as you told me before.
But if it did not sit right with me, I will bring that shit back. I will bring it back. And you better make it make sense. Because if it still don't make sense, now we're about to have a whole fucking problem. But I've been in a situation where I was married for a very long time. Too long, not as long as her. But there was certain like small things and that I did not ignore. I was just like one of those things like, okay, I'm putting this in the back of the thing. Like now I'm asking you questions, now I'm paying attention to shit. But I also did some real reckless shit. Because, you know, that particular person cheated on me too. And he thought it was okay to ride this motherfucker around in a car that we both shared.
Yeah.
You know, and things happen. Life. But he's alive though.
He is. He is
very much so alive.
Sometimes here to tell his whatever.
Unfortunately.
Yo.
But it's just like,
what's the statute of limitations?
Okay.
Because I sure was like, I thought, and somebody snippy snip.
Oh, we just airing out grievances.
But okay,
she's trying to.
I have a question then.
Problematic.
So when you found out, like when I found out that my person was cheating, I had a whole moment in the middle of Applebee's parking lot and went smooth the fuck off on a Sunday, like punching shit, throwing shit on the Lord's Day, because you decided to choose violence on the Lord's Day, and I chose violence on the Lord's Day as well.
I chose violence on every day of the week.
And you know, like normally I'm a pretty like level-headed, chill person, but like that part, absolutely not. I cussing people in their Sunday's best, like, oh shit, well let me just keep it moving.
And trying to put the church finger up,
you know. And then like the second time when it happened, different person. I think I just wanted to. That's when I wanted to fly out and go slash all 3 of his tires.
Oh yeah, you were planning a little bit of a.
I was real smooth criminal on that one, and it was crazy in the difference.
And then
the
I was
reaction.
gonna wait. I was gonna stay out there. I was gonna wait for him to get the holes fixed.
No, I was gonna
do it again.
No, I was gonna fly out there.
I was gonna stay all his left shoe,
and on the last day, fuck all his shit up. That was my plan. And then I was gonna be like, leave the little picture on the desk and be like, you wonder why and you want to know who? Here it is, right here. That was my plan. And then my friend, my work friend, talked me out of it. And I was like, but you sure I can't just go fuck up? But I couldn't. But what were some of your reactions like when you found out that your person was
statute of limitations?
Allegedly. Okay. What was allegedly. This is in my idiotic time. Okay, I was young, dumb, and full of cum, as the old folks say. And I mean, I had went through his phone, you know, baby.
And earlier, because I'm definitely a plotter, or I was a plotter, not now.
Shit into your food. Wonder why you sick and shit.
And you know, it just so happened that he had hit me and bust my lip, right?
Ooh,
yeah. And I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get your ass."
It's the silence.
And
it's that.
Then to go through your phone and see that you texting your ex as well after you punch me in my face and bust my lip. I said, you ain't never gonna put your hands on me again. And
stop rocking.
Baby, she pulling Sophia over here, baby. She like, set that jail. Set that jail.
And let's just say he went to the hospital and I drove him there.
Amen.
To make sure that I did not get arrested.
And I would have been snitching from the front fucking door. She got me. I didn't even say what I did. I ain't what you did either.
Allegedly.
I mean, you did, but that
Allegedly.
ain't even near the reason that it's a thing.
Right. That part.
That ain't even near the reason that it's an issue.
So that time, I found out, and I did not, portray myself in the best light, and I could have ended up in jail for a while there. Nowadays, though, I think the way my personality works, I'm just kind of like, some people call it karma, I call it God.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna come back on you,
baby.
it's worse
without
than
you having to
that
do anything.
I don't have to do
Yeah.
shit.
That's so true.
So if you want to do something like that, man, you come to me and tell me some shit like that, I'm not going to have to ask God. God just showed me who you are. When people show you who they are,
Believe them.
Okay. I'm definitely just going to be like, oh, okay. And I'm just going to go pull my suitcase out, start. Because I'm not going to ask you to leave.
Yeah.
Because I'm leaving.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to remove myself from the situation.
The way I feel, shit, I might leave the kids with you for an hour because I want you to feel this moment. You know what I'm saying? Your kids running up to you asking you, why is mommy leaving?
You got to tell your kids why.
Why?
Ooh.
You have to explain
Some of them
this.
don't give a fuck.
I was say, ooh, the lies. Ooh, the lies that
they
will
would
fall
tell.
from that.
The lies that would tell. And you should know that lesson. What was just a couple months ago?
The lies that they will
fumble
tell.
from the
That's
motherfucking
true.
mouth.
Yes.
But get what?
And then you're going to trigger me again because now you done lied to my motherfucking children.
But also,
Here we go.
Also,
Set
it's
this
not
bitch on
just
fire.
that moment of them lying and doing the shit that they doing. It's not just going to affect them in that moment. It's going to affect them years from now. Because I promise you, they gonna need their kids before them kids gonna need them. Because regardless, I got mine. You got yours.
And kids are smart. They gonna know. They gonna figure out.
Especially
the truth.
when they have to, because behind this shit, they're gonna have to go to school. Because it's all over social media.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Like, people giving they
You're
think
probably gonna see
pieces.
it.
It's wild. Like, people are giving they whole
And I
dissertations.
don't think that people should bring shit to social media, though.
No.
I don't, no. Now you brought it to social media, you decided to kill him. Like, that's premeditated, no.
Yep.
True.
And that's a longer sentence with no option of parole.
Tom,
Don't be shaking your head.
what about you?
I don't know. And I'm going to stick with that forever and always.
She's like,
I
I'm
would
not
like to
incriminating
believe
myself.
that I have grown
Yeah.
from that person. So I think that I choose peace now because I've been
We worked on that for a long time.
You know, we did.
long time.
All of us.
At least the last 8 years.
Uh-huh.
And then before that as well.
Yeah, Lord. Ooh.
Look, she going for deal for real. What's the girl that be singing all the time with you?
Oh, and she was on that court show
I don't know what you're talking about.
Jesus.
Girl, I'm gonna have to show you the video after.
Yeah, no. So I choose my peace now. So
Yeah.
now I would, if I start seeing signs, I probably, if I ask you a question and I feel like you lied to me, I'm not even about to continue to wait. I'm just like, look, I really don't feel like you're telling me the truth. Regardless of what the fuck the truth is. Like, it could be something that ain't even as dramatic as I'm taking it in his head.
Right.
But because you
'cause
chose
she
to tell that lie,
definitely-
because I'm definitely going to think the worst,
Yeah,
then I'm just going to move around because I know where I can go.
exactly.
And if you ain't trying to go to hell from fucking with me, then just let me go and leave me the fuck alone. So, because I choose my peace.
If you don't want to meet your maker,
That part,
leave me the fuck alone.
Think about acrimony.
bruh.
And no girl say, because you know I could be the fucking devil. I was like, no, wait. Just wait. Just wait.
It's wild though.
I really think about that movie
I feel
because
you
y'all
should
talk
play
about
with
like
emotions like that.
exactly like
Like,
I
you really
think
shouldn't.
about like
I feel like
pleading
that should be a
insanity and
crime.
stuff, and I
It
think about that
is.
movie because when I was watching, I was like, yo, like she was really on another level. But also, I was like,
I get it.
but this shit will put you there sometimes. So I was like,
Yeah. No,
It's
I
like,
agree.
stop playing in people's face. Like, I think that's the lesson that I kind of took out of it. Like, just stop playing in people's face. Like, if I'm asking you a question, I already know the answer. I know it. Like, I'm just asking you for verification to see if you gonna tell me the goddamn truth. Like, if I'm bringing it to you, trust me, as a woman,
Facts.
for me personally, I have the receipts. I already know what the hell is going on. I'm just asking you.
I'll be knowing. I be feeling. And if the vibe is off,
She said the energy.
If the
What
energy
happened?
has shifted.
Then you
what
know,
happened?
you know.
What'd you do? What happened? I'm packing my shit. I'm sorry. I'm leaving.
She said you're gonna have to convince me that this vibe was just something I brewed up.
It was a vibe.
Get facts.
Yeah, because
Something in the air.
I'm also like Candy. My mind gonna go to the worst,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you might want to tell me the truth. It could be something like the vibe is off because some shit didn't happen at work. But in my head, what bitch is it? I said,
Well, see, my
that-
thing is,
that is
I
unhealthy.
don't. Okay, so my thing is, I don't go
That
to
is
what
not
bitch is
healthy.
it for sure. I don't do that. However, my thing is, if it's the vibe is off to me, like if we're having a conversation, it depends on how that conversation is going. So it has to be a certain type of vibe that you've given me. Like it is not just because it's off. Because shit, I know I give off vibes all the time. Let me be in the mood. Like I'm gonna tell you, I'm just really not in the mood. Like that's what it is. So I'm not gonna assume that from somebody else. However, that little spidey sense
Ever.
that I
tingling,
have,
baby.
like then I'm like
women's intuition. It's a real men.
You playing.
Men. It's a real fucking thing.
You better
It's
look at
not-
camera.
It's not something
It's
we
not
making up in our
fake.
fucking head. And then if you're gonna try to play me and be like, oh, you just being crazy.
gaslight me?
Oh, I'm about to show you
'Cause the
crazy. Because
thing
that's what
is-
you're asking for. When you tell me I'm being crazy, that's you inviting. Okay, you inviting crazy. All right, cool.
She said the vibes have conjured crazy. You know, now we're in a different zone.
But the thing
In a
is,
different one.
as women, we notice the little shit. Like I can tell when your schedule change. I know when shit is off.
You said,
And it's
I don't
like-
have to be here and
Speak on it
you're
every time.
not.
I know. I'll see the pattern shift and be like,
Yeah, if
No.
the check you was bringing in was this much, your job ain't changed, your title ain't changed, but now it's decreased by this much. I see the deposit and the removal.
Well, see, that wouldn't be
and
an
all
issue
of
for
that.
me because type of man I'm
If-
interested in is a go getter. So pussy gonna come secondary.
No. I'm saying, like, that's how I would be like, oh, some shit is off. What's off? And you could be buying me a gift. But, sir,
to try to like, it's like sometimes
No.
they'll buy the gifts to try to appease you, and it's like, no, that ain't it. That ain't
Trying
it.
to cover up that
Y'all
extra
saw
money
my
we
push
spent
gifts.
outside on these.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my sex
Lordy.
like
It's wild. Like I just couldn't believe it, and I was just like, bruh, this is crazy to be bringing on social media, but then also like, I think the other part that got me about her story was the self blame. And it's like, and that's where my heart went out to her because I'm
That
like,
tends to come.
sis, that's not.
Yeah, I did it, and I hope it burned in hell.
and then the whole thing is
You'll be in
that
Cuba the rest of your
when are
The rest
women
of
or when are people
You're never
going to
coming back.
start believing the fact that the cheating has nothing to do with
Exactly.
you?
Oh,
It has to do with the cheater.
Exactly.
It has absolute.
Yeah, because it's like the first. I don't understand why the first thing we do is internalize that on ourselves, because you going out and doing your shit has nothing to do with me, nothing. But it's like we internalize that, and it's like,
That's because you become the relationship.
and you've lost yourself. Yeah, which is think.
I don't know. I think even people who tend to maintain their own identities tend to
Take
do it. But I
oneself
think it's habitual. I think it's like a childish habitual thing where you kind of go into this space of, and I don't want to say like a self pity almost, where it's just like I had to do something. Like it has to be in some way me. This is my
Or the
relationship. How did I
disbelief- or
how
the
did I
disbelief
miss
that
it?
you
How
would
did I
really do
not
this
do
outside
whatever?
of
When
something
really
being wrong.
I have no control of this other person's behaviors
At all.
Yeah.
I mean, they could do whatever, and if I'm not with them at all times, then I won't know.
I shouldn't have to do
And
it
I
at all
I don't want to be
Yeah.
with you at all
I
goddamn
think
times, because
that's,
then I am the relationship.
Right.
That's all I really got.
And I think that's what kind of throws me off is that I wish it wasn't so much of the self-blame, because the self-blame can lead to depression, and then the depression can lead to suicidal thoughts, and then the suicidal thoughts could be followed up by following through. And it's like, I don't think that cheaters realize how badly what they're doing can affect someone,
Yeah,
like truly affect
Mentally.
someone.
emotionally.
And it's not, especially if you have kids, and your kids find out, and you become this person that they've never seen before in their life. And so then it becomes sometimes like a self-blame thing on the kids. I was like, man, you're affecting all these people and just not giving a fuck. Okay, you don't care about your life.
Because that's even caveat off that, like,
Just say that in the beginning.
that part.
We ain't gotta go this far.
Like,
I'm not gonna do it to myself.
but you know, you're right. Like, as far as the kids side of it, because, you know, like, so I'm a product of divorce, right? And in that, my dad cheated on my mom. But I remember as a kid, like, internalizing a lot of that shit, because it was like, well, did I do something wrong, and did I cause the, because you don't know you don't know the specifics of what's going on. But I remember sitting in the car with my mama when she egged the fuck out of my daddy's truck, and that shit was funny as hell, because I was like, we was on a mission, but
turned into a game. We're on a mission.
We're on a mission. Let's go. But you know,
put me on some of her missions. I felt like somebody's child being. And then I constantly have to tell her that I was not a part of that. Stop telling people anything about that, because I was not there.
Fun.
I'm gonna admit it today, but the see this right here, she be telling people that we went and did X, Y, and Z, and I be like, I was not there.
Baby, I wasn't there. What you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was fun.
To this day, she'll
technically
say
it was mine anyway.
I didn't, and I wasn't there.
That's still funny. That can't even tell that story, but it's funny as hell. But no, just to get back, like, from the kid's perspective, it's just like, bro, like, your actions have a ripple effect. And it's like, I think that's what I would love people to understand. Like, okay, if you're gonna cheat, at least be upfront about the shit. Like, don't sit here and like cover it and be on this shit where you gotta lead a whole different Ron Isley, R. Kelly life.
And I think that's how you play it too, though, because like my dad and my mom was never married, but clearly they had some fuckery going on, because products have been made from this. But literally most of the drama that bothered me the most was the constant conflict between my mom and my stepmom, which became my stepmom after all the bullshit. But my stepmom, and I'm just like, but I don't know, but my dad moved a lot differently. Like, I've seen them argue. I'm just like, in my mind, I'm like, oh, y'all not compatible for each other. Like, I don't even want y'all damn near, no, this is a war zone, right? So like, when my dad and my mom didn't stay together, I really wasn't upset about that, which is, I guess, kind of weird. But my dad and my mom both overcompensated, as far as like, they made it a point to constantly show that they loved us. Like, despite their bullshit, this is a separate entity. Like, so I didn't have the feeling of, oh, like, you had, what did I do wrong? Like, I'm like, nah, them motherfuckers just crazy. Like,
and I think that's the thing. Like, a lot of the time, it's definitely, and I think it's harder, obviously, like, a lot harder said than done, especially when you're living in that moment. But being open to some capacity with your children is important. Like, you have to have some of these conversations, because if you don't, then it leads to, well, now I have all of these questions about my own actions and maybe how I'm involved in this, because I'm seeing this thing fall apart that I've always known.
And then it affects you later in life, because it affects your attitude towards relationships. And that's what I don't think a lot of people factor in, because it's about self. And it's like, you're not weighing in on how this is affecting every other person. And it's crazy, because like, just recently, like, we've started talking about that, like, from my mom's perspective, like, okay, what was that like for you? Like, for real. And like, had I had these insights earlier, I might not have taken a lot of shit that I took in relationships, but you know, or even tried to overcompensate in certain relationships, because I didn't want to be like my parents. I was like, I don't want to do this.
Let me tell you all about my mother.
We love your mama.
Her New Orleans mama.
We love your mama, baby. Hey, mama.
On the contrary from you, I probably did take a lot of things because I was trying not to be like my mother. Because, baby, she was not to be played with.
She is a force.
She was not to be played with.
She is a movement all by
Your
herself.
mama looked like she not to be played with.
All the time.
And anybody who played with her was an idiot, because she looked like she not.
I said that, you know, you should have these conversations with your kids. She didn't have to have no conversations with me because I was able to see. And
You was riding along.
ooh.
Baby.
Just like I won't put my own shit out there. I ain't gonna put her shit out there because again, statute of limitations, and baby, she was a force. Okay, and so when I say I took a lot of stuff, is because I don't want to dig that deep into the bag and find out I am my mother's child like that. To be honest, I really don't want to know.
Facts.
But she is not to be played with.
No,
But we love your mama. Your mama is amazing.
She's a sweetheart.
She is.
And she not to
think
be
y'all
played
relate.
with.
At all.
Y'all relate. That's why you see her as a sweetheart.
She's a sweetheart to me. I think she's sweet.
Baby. Well, I told you, I think I told you that I was going to bring a little violence today.
Wait, I'm sorry, before you cut out, I have one last point.
Sure, let's talk about it.
This.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, so
That
there's
he's
the
still
kids,
alive.
there's the relationship, okay? But y'all, and I know that we touched this already, but you could cheat.
Mm-hmm.
If that's what you're gonna do, whatever, do it. But damn, like you gonna
Be
use her
disrespectful.
money at the same, you gonna
Like-
go into her realm of credit. And granted, I don't care if you paying it off or not.
But that's some bitch ass
It's
shit.
the level of disrespect. You're like,
Mm-hmm.
in my mind, hopefully one day she sees this. Like, I want her to figure
Right.
this out on her own,
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing.
Because you left the bill. The bill
At
comes
what
to the
part?
house.
Yeah, like
No, unless you had that, what you call it,
it's
you ain't
the
looking
level
at the
of
bill.
disrespect.
No, the bill, that's how she
Shit,
found out. The bill was
I'm
at the
looking
house
at-
on the counter.
I'm logging
And she
in. I
never
want to
looked at
And
the
she
bill.
never looked at
That's
the
what I'm saying.
mail.
She was Delulu.
There ain't no way.
Or maybe she got a credit card and she was like, I ain't gonna fuck with this at all. And I know that he's actually using it, so hopefully, he's using it.
And he was
correctly.
using them points. I know he was using
Baby,
them points. I know he was using them points.
The good American Express points.
the frequent flyer.
What you're saying, yes, but even
level of
that
disrespect.
she
Respect for the
didn't
person.
find
Yeah.
to be the reason for the disrespect part.
Yeah.
There's
Her
a disrespect to the
disrespect
person
part
here.
was when he said he wasn't gonna leave
Right.
and stop messing with that
Nah,
girl.
you
The
disrespected me when you
disrespect
took
came
this
you
bitch
used
to
this
Paris,
car.
whether it was on my when you took this bitch
for
to
the
Paris,
bitch.
whether it was on my dime or not, it don't matter. You went to Paris with somebody else, bitch, and I gave you 20 years of my motherfucking life.
And children.
With kids.
And kid,
And children.
play with your mama.
And you got, okay.
Don't play with me.
Okay.
And
Try
then you add,
Jesus.
like, all this shit is just
Don't
adding
try
on,
me.
and there's no way you
And
telling me
then-
that y'all had some type of
He'll forgive
connection.
you.
Because he, like,
will
I
not.
feel like he low-key,
I'm gonna
high
hate
key, I
you
feel like he
forever.
gaslit her when he
And
was
then-
like, well, you were a great wife. There's nothing wrong with you. Like, he was gaslighting her, and it's like,
Thanks.
That's
so
no, the
sweet
gaslighting
of
is
you.
when he said, I'm gonna leave so you can figure
True.
out
that too. That was
what
like,
you want to do.
that was the kerosene on
And she
top the
should have let
flame.
him walk out the door.
Should have let him. I'm going to help him.
She was still fighting for it.
Oh my
still
God.
fighting
I was
for
trying
it.
to pull out my driveway and there was this big ass speed bump. It was dark. I can't see in the night.
She
I didn't have my
still
glasses
was
on.
fighting for it, and I was like,
Baby.
That was actually the thought I have. Should you, if he had said in that moment of this conversation that y'all mentioned about
That I
her
ain't
saying,
leaving it.
let's go work this out, and he had been like, you know what? I fucked up. Let's work it out.
she would have
Would-
stayed.
Would y'all
And
have
he-
stayed?
Oh no, not me. I'm not staying. Okay, don't get me wrong. Okay,
This is my
I
thing.
believe that people can work through cheating.
People can't work through cheating.
Not
Yeah, I believe so,
around
too.
it. You know what I'm
He
saying?
was 2 minutes
And
over
when
the
I say
disrespect.
not
It was too
around
much
it, I
disrespect,
mean the okay, just forget about it. Mine.
No, you gotta work through it. You can't just forget about
You can't forget
If
about it.
you
You have to. You have to
gotta
work,
deal with
you
it.
got to deal
Yeah,
with
that's
that
why
for
I'm
sure.
saying work through it, not around it. People
Yeah.
like to
it. Go around.
go around it instead of working through it and
Yeah,
work
for
and
sure.
putting in the work.
Right.
Because
No, you was using my shit to pay for this bitch. And then you talking about you
And
want to
she
work
don't
it out.
use the word bitch,
I'm
y'all,
just
so
like,
she
no, fuck
triggered.
that. And then you talking about 10 years?
Yeah.
No, we gonna work around it for sure.
if it's 10 years.
It's a life
Again,
workaround. I don't care if
this
it was
is
2 to
our-
3.
our
It's still 2 to 3
interpretation.
too
That part.
goddamn long for you to be in a whole ass another
part.
relationship.
6 months
A
is too
whole
long.
relationship. You're in a whole
a
relationship,
month
and then
is
you
too
take it. Then we're
motherfucking
not
long.
clearly.
It's
I'm doing something to
established.
spice
You
something
outside.
up, trying to do something for you. When you brought your dirty ass back here to the house, musty motherfucking dick ass having motherfucker, and then you want to come from Paris with some other hoe.
Musty ass.
And that's why women be like, let me smell your dick. Let me smell your dick.
It's the level of disrespect. There's no way. Even
like,
if you wanted to work it out, you realize you fucked up. You have no respect for me as a person.
At all. The way you went about it, like there's a difference between somebody fucking up and like, okay, I fucked up.
Yeah, I got
cheated.
wrapped up in the shit. But no.
The way you move it, that was very intentional.
Yeah.
That was very,
definitely.
I don't give a fuck about how you feel or if you even catch this shit.
Yeah. I'm hoping you
don't
catch it because, baby, I'm putting it on your card. I'm putting, not just me. Why does this person know that it's you and someone else?
And her name
and why is the
on.
name written through my card, through my credit card?
So that means the bitch has a card.
And I'm pretty sure the person,
which means he put her on the credit card.
She's on the card because how is her name on the bill?
Yeah.
So shit, that means she has access.
The level of disrespect
that he never would have made it.
He just gonna come up missing. Whether he moved,
we would have had to take Candy on a trip to Cuba, particularly.
Look, where we going?
Listen,
we booking the flights?
Cuba for a while. We'll be back in about a month or two. Sir, please get your shit.
Please we're trying to spare your life.
Please.
Fuck. I feel like that's crazy. That's suicide by wife. I don't give a fuck what you say. That is suicide by wife. They got suicide by cop. You can have suicide by wife because boy, you played with it.
Wait, what's
suicide by partner?
What's that?
Suicide by cop. When people attempt, they're not really trying to shoot, but they do stuff intentionally to make you shoot. So that's because they don't have the nerve to kill themselves.
Thank you. Appreciate it. So it's like they're trying to trigger you to make them
make it happen because they do want to die. They don't want to do it themselves. However, so this bitch will be
suicide by wife.
And that is the conclusion for you.
And in that order, also, I just want to say this is an interpretation of that whole story.
Yeah.
Just in case we got something wrong, don't beat us up for
Don't be out here in the comments like, you messed up the story, bitch.
It's okay.
And all the stories that we told were alleged or false. They were just for dramatic effect.
Hypothetical.
Hypothetical story.
We're wholesome women.
Shut up. Right now. This is the part where you don't add in.
Shit.
Okay.
Anywho, not your part. Don't tell the truth.
Smile at the camera.
Hi.
See, you're supposed to smile to be wholesome so that.
That was my wholesome look.
On that note, well, we want to thank you again for joining us on this last episode of Tribe Foolery. Y'all know we gonna always bring the foolery, the fun, and the crazy.
Tribe, baby. And the tribe is coming.
The tribe is coming. Baby, we in season 3. Lord have mercy. And you know, I love y'all.
Almost at the end.
We almost there. One more episode, y'all. One more episode. But follow us on Twitter, TikTok. Ooh, why did I start with Twitter? Why?
We started whispering Twitter.
I know. I was like,
You might as well just stop saying it.
I'm just going to stop saying it. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and most importantly, YouTube. So you can see the reaction because hearing it is one thing.
You need to see her face.
But seeing it, whole new level. Whole new level.
See her face right now.
That part. You got to see the reactions, y'all. Y'all got to go to our YouTube, drive it up, subscribe, like, comment, share. And once again, my name is Amanda.
I'm Tommy Tom.
I'm Shakira.
And I'm Candy.
Ooh.
And Candy.
I want to thank y'all.
She said, baby, what you gonna do, bye?